Evening all, and welcome to episode 38 of Kerbalism. Now, with our successful assembly of Canisia Station, we've got a few things that need doing. Firstly, I need to send up some more monopropellants. These tugs use a lot more than I expected, so that's going to have to be replenished. Secondly, I need to send up some tools for Bill, because this tank down here doesn't have a docking clamp on it, and I would like to move it from the centre to this point here, so we've got the four looking nicer. And the third, and quite possibly one of the most important ones, is that the launch of that station into orbit and all of its parts has cost us a lot of funds. We're down to 390,000. That's more than half of what we actually had. I think we had 800 very nearly a million. So yeah, that's hurt. So yes, we need to send up monopropellant. We need to send up some tools, but we need money. So let's have a look at some contracts, shall we? And in here we have temperature surveys, of Minmus. That's quite nice, 130 and 70 advanced, that's 200,000. That I want to do. I would like to send our little pod we have up on the station to Minmus to give it a test. Send it over there, land it, get some surface samples, bring them back so that we can use the science lab in orbit to try and get us some more science points, because science we need as well. So I'm going to accept that one. The other one that I saw here was position scanner Minmus in an adjusted orbit of Kerbal. Now I'm a little confused by that, because I think scanner Minmus is actually in orbit of Minmus. So I'm not entirely sure where to go with that one. So let's go have a look first. So here in the tracking center I can see scanner Minmus is in fact orbiting Minmus. So not really sure what they mean by trying to put it in orbit of Kerbal. Yeah, I don't know if it's got enough delta V on it to actually break orbit of Minmus, but no, I think that one will leave there, and instead we'll just go and get these 3 temperature surveys, and then have a quick land on Minmus, and yeah, I think that's what we should do. And so we launch another rocket carrying 5 large tanks of monopropellants and a box full of tools and goodies for Bill Kerman to use to try and get the station exactly how we want. And here we are, parked right outside the station. Now the plan here is quite simple. We are going to take Bill over to the box here to grab some tools. He will then attach a docking clamp onto the side of one of these, onto the side of this fuel tank here. We'll then detach it and attach a docking clamp to the top. Attach this tank onto here. Then bring over these monopropellant tanks and attach them in the centre on the bottom. That's the idea. Let's see how well we do. So Bill Kerman, out you get. You're in there, of course. And let's go over to here first. I'm not really sure how much Bill can carry. Let's see here. Right, so here we go. First and foremost, let's open the box and we'll grab one of those, the clampetron, and can you grab the other one? No, it's too big. Okay. So, right. Well, in that case, let's head over here. Oh, don't do that. Don't want to take his helmet off. That would be very bad. Split that and then equip. And I think I'll do it over here just for a bit of consistency. Ooh. We'll put the mini docking clamp on the side here because all these other ones have got it at 90 degrees to the pipes going down the side of it. It's purely aesthetic, I know, but still. Right, so we want to grab one of those out. I need to hold H, I believe it is, and attach. And the station didn't explode. All is good. Okay. Now you're going to go back up. And drop yourself onto the balcony here. Ooh. Go on, grab and board. Okay. And then we need to take our other probe. Hold on. First check. Yes, it has got more repellent in it. I wouldn't want to undock it and find out it's stuck. This needs to reverse a bit. It's getting a bit far away from the station here. Should be pointing retrograde, but retrograde its orbit. But it looks to be getting a little bit further away from the station than I'd like. So let's I don't know if that's bringing it any closer or not, but whatever. Let's go over to this one here and control from our little docking port. Oh. That's dangerously close to the solar panels. I really should not do that. It's a dangerous little thing to be doing there. I'm not sure why, but apparently the controls are reversed on this. Is a little odd. And of course, we have a slight problem with this pod in the fact that it doesn't actually have lateral thrusters on it, so I'm somewhat reliant on just going up and down it. It doesn't have any actual thrusters pointing, if I look at it this way, pointing straight up and straight down. So it can't, it can only move that way or that way. It can't move that way or that way, which is a little annoying, but still. Right, there we are. That is attached. Okay. Now, we need Bill once again. Out you get. Come on, Bill. Don't be shy out. That is definitely moving away from us. Anyway. Bill, what's in your inventory now? You... I'm hoping he can pick up the large docking clamp. I don't know if it's too heavy for him. If he can't, it's going to be a problem. I'm sure there's some way to attach these packs to their backs, but I don't know how that works in So I'm... Oh, let's just hope he can actually pick up the docking clamp. Now, I don't know what's happened with my EVA system, but it is now, again, whichever way I point the camera, it is actually moving my Kerbals the way I'm used to it. So, yeah, that issue I was having before, that apparently wasn't an issue, I don't really know. Let's see. Nope, that is too big. I'm thinking perhaps I could detach this and bring this over. I'm going to give that a go. Oh dear, we decouple that. It's very wibbly wobbly. It should come out of there. Yep, not really a problem. Okay, let's control from here. Let's spin ourselves around. We want to set this as our target. And we want to head that away. Right, there we are. That looks pretty close to me. Now if I just stand it up. Yes, look at that. That's nice and close. Okay. So back to Bill. You grab your inventory. You should have that equipped. Excellent. Grab that inventory. Okay, so we drag that one out. And we put it in roughly the center. We hold H and we click and hope nothing explodes. And it doesn't. Success! Excellent. Now, can you grab the other bits, or are these going to be too heavy for you? No, you can. Excellent. And grab that as well. Right, there we go. Bill, back to the station. We were definitely flying away from the station. And Bill. Back in we go. Okay. There is part 1 complete. Now we go for part 2. I'm going to do the monopropellant first. Simply because I think it would be a lot easier. Control from here. Interestingly, that's not what I want to be doing. Right, and head that way. I think I will also send this on its way over as well. Just so everything's travelling in roughly the right direction towards the station rather than away from it. A little bit of jiggery-pokery and it's there. And of course, this stage can now point retrograde and well, it can deploy all its bits and pieces. And it can quite happily just go home. goodbye stage. Stage recovery will take that over, it'll deorbit, and yes, hopefully we'll get some money back for that. We want to realise that mistakes have been made. The docking port in the bottom here is a Clampertron Junior, and both of these are full-size Clampertrons. So we're going to have to abort that idea, and I'm guessing attach it over here. Control from here. Right. Okay, not a big problem. I could attach it via this little docking port there. I might deconstruct this probe. This tug, sorry, the other one over there. It's not as well equipped as this one. I might salvage some bits off of it to do something here. And then grind it up. But I think for the minute, it would just be easier to dock this onto this side here, use this one to dock that onto there, and then yeah, monopropellant delivered. Hopefully this should be enough for a while. Obviously we are using some doing this manoeuvres, but that's not too much of a problem. Nice and slow and steady. I think I'll turn off the reaction wheels and hope the power of magnets, the magic of magnets, will do its job. And there we are, we have a dock. Excellent. Excellent. We are now heavy one side, definitely, so I will have to move these tanks to the bottom there. But yeah, that's all in good time. Now, well, after detaching, reattaching, and detaching again, and rotating and doing all sorts of things, we're here. I'm just hoping the magnets are strong enough to hold this in. I'm gonna turn on the SAS. Come on, you can do it. The power of magnets compels you. Ooh. Oh, it's so close. It's so close. Yes! There we are. We have a positive dock. All four all four fuel tanks are now at the bottom. I'm not sure why I've got some more staging there. Let's get rid of all that staging and let's turn off that engine. That one there, shut down. There we are. Right, and we've got, oh yes, of course, that little engine there, which is shut down as well. So, right, there we are. There is the station. That took a lot longer than expected. Yeah, so I need to do something about this pod. And I think the best thing to do with it would be to deconstruct it and build a new one. I also need to get rid of this blasted thing. It goes around just near the station in a similar orbit, and although that could have been the one we just detached. There is one that was floating around for quite a while, so. But anyway, we are going up to this here. I'm sorry, probe, but your time has come. Right, and then we switch back to the station. We I have to aim the camera up here because it's awkward to see. And then we activate the recycler. And there we go. Nom 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 nom. Off. I didn't take the pod off, did I? I forgot about that. But oh well. And now we've got 430 metal. Not sure if that's gone up or not, actually. But it doesn't really matter. Right, so now we want to build ourselves a new probe. So to do that, we have to go to the vehicle assembly building. And here we are in the VAB with the tug. This is what it looks like on its own. I don't think I want to make any modifications to it. It's got the winch, it's got 2 couplers. I don't see me ever really using these, to be honest with you, but I want them there just in case. It's one of those sort of scenarios where I suppose at some point there may be something stray that I need to just, I can, you know, attach one of these onto it, grab that there and just drag it along with me. Could probably done that with a fuel tank, now I think about it, but docking it would have been difficult. But yes, this is a new tug. It's got the little lateral thrusters there, so it can actually move left and right and up and down. It's got complete ways of everything working. The only thing I want to do is make sure everything is orientated properly. So this is the top, which means that that's the top of the probe, I know that much. Antennas on the bottom. I'm not sure why I've got that battery pack there. I don't need that. I've got the big circular one there, so we can get rid of that. Gonna save on a little bit of weight. So that's the bottom of the craft. That's the top. That means that that's upside down. Based on the text, that is upside down. So let's rotate that twice and reattach it. There we are. That's better. This is the top. So writing faces upwards. I'm not sure about this one though. This does have keep clear written on it, but I can't really. I think the handle's at the bottom and they open upwards. So let's rotate that one around and do that. Let me see the text on that there. I'm sure it says keep clear, but I can't. Keep clear that way. So that means the handle's actually at the top. So it was correct the first time round. Okay. Yeah, keep clear. I can see the E and the E there. So yeah, I'm sure that's supposed to say keep clear. I think my textures are up as high as they can possibly go, so I'm not sure why that part's quite low. But anyway, it doesn't really matter. So that means that they open downwards, which probably makes a bit more sense within the windows in the bottom, which is odd, but whatever. In 0G is up, even up, who knows. So that's the top of the craft, this is the bottom of the craft. Probe is facing the right way, the airlock's facing the right way. The reason I want to get these all orientated is so that when I go control from here or just detach and the probe takes over, everything's lined up. It's all up is up, down is down, left and right. It all makes sense. So right, so we save that Kinesia tug and then we go back to our station. And here we are back at the station. Let's just double check that yes, Bill is in here. Excellent. So we're good for that. There is a monoprop cell in here, I've just realised, so I could have been making monopropellant. Not sure what it actually uses to do that, but yeah, right. Aim the camera at the centre. There we are. So, in order to build the probe, we will need plenty of electric charge. We are full on electric charge at the moment, but I want to make sure we stay full. So let's reorientate this around a bit. Control from there, and then point prograde. And watch the whole thing do a weird spinny dance. Well, this time around it didn't do its weird spinny dance. It is slightly off axis, but I'm not gonna play with that yet. These panels should now be getting a bit more. 77. The sun's over there, so right. I wonder if I was to straighten out. Oh dear. Right. I think the biggest drawback to this is that because my pods aren't exactly what are these called again? The docking port, because they're not exactly aligned up, things are a bit odd. Right, set that to normal. That's what I'm going to do. Whilst I've got Jeb on board, set it to normal. That means that will point upwards, and we're better there. So there we are. 81%, plenty of power. So to build a craft, camera keeps snatching around. I'm guessing that's because this is quite high part count at the moment. Not lagging out at the moment, but if it does, I may look into that welding mod that allows you to link all parts together. So, but anyway, you right click on the part here and go show UI. There we are, Launchpad Alpha. We then need to select a craft. From the VAB, it will be Conceer Tug, that one there. Load that. And we need electric charge and monopropellant, which we have both of. And we need 570 rocket parts. And we've got 2,800. So that means we simply click build. And it tells us in 2 hours, 22 minutes time, we will have a new tug. Excellent. So all we got to do is wait. I was just about to say, but whilst we're waiting, we could send this craft over to Mimbus. But I would need the crew for that. Although Jeb and Bob could go. Bob is the scientist. Scientist is not needed for this. Only Bill is needed in the what's this called? The workshop. That's the one. My brain is failing me today. Yes, so only Bill's needed in there. So we could technically take Jeb and Bob out with us. We're not eating away any resources or anything here, are we? No, everything looks good. So yeah, I think we shall take Jeb and Bill to Mimbus whilst this is being built. Obviously it'll be built before they get to Mimbus, but yeah, let's do that. So, Jeb. Transfer Jeb to the pod, because we need a pilot. And Bill is in the science station. Transfer Bob, sorry, to that as well. Okie dokie. And we now need to plot how to get to Minimus. When would be the optimal time to leave the station? Right, so if we were to wait for Mimbus to be moving along its orbit enough so we could just fire one go and get there, we would have to wait 5 days. 5 Kerbin days before we could actually go to Mimbus. do you know what? I'm actually okay with that. I think I would rather wait the 5 days in orbit, because the station is fine. She's ready. We're building that tug. That's going to take 2 hours, not 5 days, obviously. But no, I'm quite happy to wait the 5 days for that, so we can do one burn, get to Mimbus, rather than having to try and do some trickery with changing things. That would just mean burning directly there at whatever orientation we need to. 9 days later we would end up there. Is it 9 days travel time? There's 13 days, so that's 8. Yeah, it's about 9 days it takes to get to Mimbus. So right, let's wait it out, shall we? And that's our plan for next time. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. I hope to see you again in the next one. And as always, have fun.